waiting on the final approval to run a stake out there. Oh, okay. So I believe there was going to be a club event where they're going to open up the loop at the end of the front road. Go up and around the nose and back out. Or whether
Good morning, Peter Shea and Phil Memory here on day 2 for the 2023 Winton Festival of Speed. Peter, good morning.
Good morning to you, Phil, and good morning to everyone. It's nice and early here at Winton. Looks like it's doesn't look like it is a beautiful morning here at Winton, and I reckon we're going to be in for some great motorsport right throughout the day.
It's going to be an absolute cracker. My car was covered in a nice little sheet of ice earlier this morning.
Mine too.
I had to remove the icicles from the vehicle, but speaking of vehicles, we've got the safety vehicle coming out on track there now. I just see in the background going past coming onto the start-finish straight. So the schedule for today, 8:30, Regularity and Invited Cars, Run 2. Then we have the pre-1970 Racing and Formula Vee. Group N Touring Cars at 9:05, Race 2. And the 920 Historic Formula Ford. That's a really interesting race. And then the HQs. Now, Peter, HQ racing, that was... something and a thing in its day.
I really enjoyed calling that race yesterday, Phil. It was very exciting. 4 abreast coming through certain corners. So full marks to all the HQ boys and girls down there in the paddock getting ready. So hopefully we can have some really good tight 4 abreast HQ racing a little bit later on this morning. So
then at 10:10, Tribute Touring Cars for their second sprint. Group S Sports Cars at 10:30, 11 o'clock, Group C and A Touring Cars, 11:20 the Alfa Romeo and Invited, MG and Invited at 11:40, Regularity and Invited Cars return to us at 12:05.
So a full day of racing and goes right through to just about 4:30 this afternoon. So an action-packed day here at Winton for the Winton Festival of Speed.
Okay, I think we have... We're just going to go to a quick interview before the cars come out on track.
I'm here with Rachael Brown, who was rather quite different to everyone else in that, one, she's a woman, two, she's young, and three, she's driving the oldest car in the event.
Yes.
How old is it, Rachael?
It was built in 1917, so it's at least 106 or so.
And did you or your father put it in that form, or is that how you got it?
Dad built it from scratch, so finding the chassis, engine, in just a paddock at a family farm or something along the lines.
And how long did it take him to restore it?
Probably a couple of years, just in his spare time, wherever he could possible.
And I love the platina
Yeah.
of it. It isn't shiny and glossy and everything. It looks as if it was built in 1970 and has raced ever since. So obviously you're enjoying it out here. I saw you in the wet yesterday.
Yes.
How was that?
It was quite slippery because with the brakes, they're external tracting.
Yeah.
So if water gets into them, they're not going to work as normal brakes.
Well, I was watching you. You didn't go off the track.
Yeah.
Very well done. Well, thanks very much and have a great weekend.
That's all right.
Thank you.
Absolutely awesome there to see the T-model Ford.
Absolutely. So thanks to Bob Morrow. Two relics there, the T-model Ford and Bob Morrow. I don't think he's here now, so I can have a crack.
We'll make sure that he hears about it. So the safety car coming out of the pit area down there now. That will be followed by the cars.
Won't be too long before the Regularity comes out onto the track. As they're just about on the track now, following the safety car. We'll start behind the safety car. Regularity, Phil, is...
The breakfast brand races.
As you call them. Regularity is not actually a race. It's more of a timed event. And you nominate a time and you try and stay as close to that time as possible. And the person to do that will take out the event. Interesting cars too, Phil. Different types of cars racing. We've got clubbers, we've got sedans.
Yeah, I just saw a nearly 100 go through there. Beautiful old car. There's some people call them Nissans and other people call them Datsuns.
Well, they used to be called Nissans, then they went to Datsun, then they went back to Nissan. So it's a group of Nissans just going up through to heading towards the sweeper now. So and also to check the car number 7, beautifully turned out, polished. You can't mistake that particular car, just going down in towards turn 3 now.
Car 29 on screen, the Holden Commodore. As they're all at this stage, just follow the safety car around. Don't need a full circuit race licence for this, limited speed licence. Really good way to get into motorsport and refine the skills of consistency.
Absolutely. As the cars are just weaving themselves, just getting their tyres a little bit warm and familiarising themselves with the track before they get the green light to go.
Car 9, sorry, going through on our screen, the Datsun, I think 240Z.
That beautiful Porsche we can see too, Phil, momentarily on the screen.
Yeah, that car's
Yellow.
just absolutely drop dead gorgeous.
We can see it now on screen, just going through the twisty bits here at Winton. The cleavage, as some people call it.
And there's a great array of cars. We've got the sports cars, single-seaters, Formula Vees, cars that have got the old Ford flat-top V8, and some machines that are quite a bit more modern.
Yeah. And we're just about going up through the twisty bits. It's a bit daunting too if you're an open wheeler driver, especially if you're in a Formula Vee, and there's a big tin top comes alongside you. You look up and it's a little bit daunting.
Yeah, it's a bit like parking beside a bus.
It is.
And number 7 issuing a little bit of smoke from the exhaust there. assuming that that's probably just while it's still warming up. We hope so.
Yeah, it's Granice's car.
Just a gorgeous looking machine.
Well, it certainly stands out, and a lot of polishing, I think, would be involved in that particular vehicle because it's immaculate from where we're standing. We can't see any fingerprints or anything on the screen, so beautifully turned out cars, car 7. It looks like the cars are on the way. Would have gone past the start-finish line to
Yes, they're certainly
start the
underway at the
regularity.
moment.
There's a good little battle going on. Car 74 and car 7, as we just mentioned before. Yeah, no, especially the short track if you haven't got a very powerful car.
Yeah, that was me.
You come into your own. Now they're running the long track. It's if you've got a bit more legs, it's a bit more advantage to you. But yeah, no, great little circuit. And you can actually see from most points just about the whole circuit, so which is a good viewing circuit. And there's a good spot to watch is today is turn 3 on the long track, turn 1 on the short track, which is an interesting, you can get right up close to the action. The cars are coming into that corner at full noise under braking.
Yes, you were saying earlier about the HQs being 4 wide in there. It was Talking of Holdens, I just see an old humpy Holden going down through turn 3. Absolutely gorgeous old humpy.
Cut 272 on screen at the moment.
272 Melville in the beautiful little Alfa.
Nice little Alfa, that one, yeah. Number 9 just on screen. He's our leader after 2 laps.
And
in
Doherty
the Regularity.
In the Dootson.
Yeah, the Datsun. Very popular car. Very desirable now, Phil, because you see them starting to get restored and back to their original condition, and a very desirable car.